Szen Cobb, looking to bounce back after struggling last series. Can he turn things around today? It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get started. Everson Pereira digs in now. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. The 1-1. Out to center. Cobb settles underneath it, and there's one down. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Jonathan Clase next up for the Blue Jays. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Blue Jays leave a pair. So 2 down, and stepping in is the speedy Szen Cobb. Brings it in for the 3rd out. New inning getting started, and now for the Jays, Ryan Ritter. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Cobb under it, and there's one away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Everson Pereira getting ready to hit. This one in the air, center field. And makes the grab. And there are 2 down. Back here in Philadelphia, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. And that one hit to first. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw won't get there in time, and so they end up with some speed on at first.
Infield knock right there. He was able to beat that one out easily. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. Uh-oh, and he broke early for third. And now he's tagged out at second as he can't get back. Runner at second, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. Cobb had a game to forget in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
One down, and now the center fielder, Jonathan Clase. Second inning here, no score. This to center field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now Teoscar Hernandez. This one in the air, center field. He's got it, and that is that. Cobb steps in, 2 down, nothing cooking so far, but one swing can get something sizzling.
He knows it too, Boog. That body language says, yes, chef.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Ball. Breaking ball misses down and away. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. So the Philly batting order turns over. Kyle Teal will hit next. Grounded out his first time. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Man on second, 2 down. On the ground. Wagner.
Slide.
And that will end the inning.
Up next for the Phillies.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Power relievers, one after another, coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Ball, that's out.
The Phillies yet to pick up a hit here. On the corner for a strike. Cobb thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. One down, Phillies down a run. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The next offering misses. Full count now. This one in the air, center field. 2 down. Swing and a foul straight back. Boom. The runner at first with 2 gone. And that is out of play. Stays alive. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. One left. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Jays, Jonathan Clase. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the tying run is on base.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
This one in the air, center field. Cobb settles under it, makes the grab.
The batter number 8, second baseman, Ryan.
Cobb had an unremarkable game in this one.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
And I'ma make the climate change to straight lightning. From their side, we ain't the same kind.
Swiping, boy. Head on, boy. Swiping, boy.
Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. Over to first, safe.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Runner on the move. In the dirt. Blocked. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Man at second. Runner goes again. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but
meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Runner stays put at third. No score here in the second. Check on the runner, and he's back in there. The 2-1. Just missed. Trey Turner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Trey Turner.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Two on, 2 outs. That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Catcher challenge. Will take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Chop back up the middle. Got him on the off-balance throw. And that's the inning. So they strand a pair. We've played 2 full. No score. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. And now for the Jays, J.C. Escarra. This one in the air, center field. Cobb in position. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Well, these Phillies did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined.
So a runner aboard to start the inning. Laureano comes up to hit. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Runner on the go. In the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner on the go again. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces in and he's safe. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Fouled off. He was late. and a miss. That's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Turner in the box now, takes strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Ball comes home and he's dead at the plate.
Man, that ball got far away from the catcher, but they still had time to throw out the runner trying to advance. Not pretty.
So two down. So up next for Toronto, Ryan Ritter. And the 0-2. Hit in the air, center field. Cobb gets under it, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Blues. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Well, we go bottom six. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Activity in the bullpen. Brendan Little, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Fluhart warming up as well. Swings and misses, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. Cobb stepping in now. If he goes deep here, we may not see that helmet again until next series.
Yeah, might as well order the Gatorade shower now, Boog. This place would erupt.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. One runs in. Save. 4-3. They take the lead.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Ramon Laureano. There's a strike. Quick toss to first. Cobb back in on a dive. Back over to first, and they're keeping him close. And that's disengagement number 2. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here at the bottom of the 7th. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a pop-up. Brings it in. That is the inning. A couple of runs in the inning. We go to the 8th, and now for the Jays, number 2. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one in the air, center field. Cobb has a beat on it. One up, one down. Jonathan Clase next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through.
Cobb was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
It's still in San Diego.
trains in New York City.
Szen Cobb is ready to go. His team comes into this one with the best record in the majors. All eyes on baseball's elite today. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies.
Szen Cobb.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
First and second, 2 down. In the air to left center. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, bottom half of inning number 2. Number 72 getting ready to hit. Into center. And it falls. And the tying run is on base. As we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Oswaldo Cabrera. Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder.
That was a great run to make the catch, Singing. We got to take another look at it with StatCast.
Yeah, he saw it perfectly off the bat. Reactions were excellent. Took a very direct route to the ball, and more than 100 feet later, he ran it down. I just love seeing that.
Back here at Busch Stadium, ready to go, bottom 4. Number 98 now at the plate. The Phils could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. Out towards right center field. Cobb takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the catcher number 3. Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder number 55. Szen Cobb.
Cobb with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Now the 0-1. And there's a ball. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. So they've still got both their challenges. The Cardinals leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. This one in the air right field,
Find the ball, find the ball.
And it drops in. And they had their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Good job, good job. Way to get it.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
But with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to...
Runner goes again. Pitch misses.
Get out, get out.
Throw bounces in, and he's safe. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there.
Szencobb checks the runner, and he's back safely. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Runner on at third. One gone. This ball's chopped on the ground. Oh, great stop. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Next for Philadelphia, the first baseman, number 9, Kyle Manzardo.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, number 72. This one in the air, center field. Cobb takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number one. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. In the air, left field, trying to track this one down. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall. Here's the Cardinal DH, Thomas Sajazi. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. And that'll do it. Back to the top of the order. Now it's going to be Szen Cobb. Gets him to chase after that one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw to first in time. Cobb with some solid production in the win. Just one hit in 5 at-bats.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game he can feel really good about.
Digging in, Cedric Mullins.
The center fielder, number 31, Cedric Mullins.
This one in the air, center field. Cobb settles underneath it, and there's one down. One down. J.J. Weatherholt, the next to hit, and a payoff pitch. That's towards center. Cobb on the move. He's there. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs.
Designated hitter.
Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
One down, Phillies down a run.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's the first curve we've seen today, and it shouldn't be the last.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
Stepping in, Szen Cobb. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. And a base hit. And a man aboard.
Nice stroke there. Good job.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call.
Uh-oh, and he broke early for third. To second, out, and he can't get back.
Looked to me like he was trying to time the pitcher's delivery, but jumped the gun just a little bit. Good job by the pitcher of not panicking, under control, deals with the situation. That's one where you see a pitcher balk sometimes.
Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the inning. And now the Cardinals catcher, number 3. Here's the 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Cobb on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Runner on at first with one gone. Brian Ramos next up for the Cardinals. The 0-1. And a base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. The throw in. And he's out easily.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
The center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
Swings over the top of that one. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, number 98. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field, so that definitely felt good.
Brings it in. Cobb with a forgettable showing in this one.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Max Anderson. Ball to strike. Now that's smacked to right center. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. So now the injury forcing a substitution at second base. Cardinals going with a pinch runner, J.J. Weatherholt. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Cobb at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. That's off the mark, and it's 1-2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
One gone runner at first. Oswaldo Cabrera next up for the Cardinals. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it's off the wall. Marte on his horse around third. And they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
Cobb stepping in. One door closed, but here's another shot, Singy. This guy has a chance to deliver.
Opportunity to be a great teammate right here, Boog. Nothing says I got you like a 2-out ribby.
2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
That hit him. First base.
All loaded up. Ivan Herrera digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Now snap throw to first, and he's back in there. Another move to first, and he's back again. And that's the second disengagement now. Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We're midway. Bottom 4. So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Thomas Hay. Here's the 2-2. On a line. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And there's 1 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Two down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Last half of the 8th. So a man at first. Now here is Oswaldo Cabrera. The 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Cobb drifts towards it, takes it in for the out. And up next for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. The Cards down to their final strike. That smash towards center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies extend their winning streak to 5 in a row. Cobb had a game to forget.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They got the W, but he wasn't the reason why.
Up in the sky on them clear black nights. You see me? Scorpio child, it was written in the stars. I will be the one with 900,000 bars. Take rap there and back and right. Again, this is so not fair. You gotta show those we don't fear. You gotta arm me, will pardon me, I'm not scared. Out my way, I'm getting a piece of paper out there. You in denial if you think I'm not top tier. You just a dirty. I'm a dirty New Yorker who love to crack over your head. I'm over their heads. I'm over being angry and just focus the bread. Magnify my brand, larger than life. That's how we living, like I'm fresh from 1,000 nights. In that prison box, hot pot, 5-minute rice. Then I'm Germany, baiting, tossing it.
Gemini child, it was written in the stars. Born God body, you are looking at a God. Went to A&D, Mad P, formed mob. The rest history, you know we took it mad far. Rap duel, travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the matrix of Black Neo. Got real, had to pack torpedo. No break bread with your own people. Made peace with the that I couldn't change. And took responsibility instead of passing blame. Anything less lame. Sent your $5 down for it, make change. Got sharper with the aim. With a product you can trust, and on anything I put my name. Mark for life in that symphony. Never switched up, even though I'm on that different.
Hey yo, 32 bar scribes, tablets imprinted with mean darts. You can see the verse come alive. I'm a gel like petroleum, bigger diamonds, Nairobi and truck jury, waving woo flags at the podium. Harvest the freshest grains. The models, the best bangers and wallows out of four main. Blasting stylistics, dinosaur rings. My tongue spit fire, get scorched from the flames at your face. Rapid show with backstage passes. Jump out, aiming with ball bucker masses. If the price is right, I to life. Head cracks.
From Target Field in Minneapolis, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Minnesota Twins. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
So 2 down, and now Walker Jenkins.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Payoff pitch. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's 1-0. The relay, here's the tag, they get him, and that's the inning. On to the second for Minneapolis. The Twins in front, 1. So 2 down, and stepping in is the speedy Szen Cobb. This one in the air, right field. Way back there, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ball 1.
Just missing there.
Inside.
2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, right field, under it, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 1-0. Cobb locks in. Not the at-bat they were hoping for just now, so it's up to him with 2 outs.
Well, this guy's got the right mindset, Boog. Just needs to stay within himself and deliver.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Top half of inning number 4. Tied him up inside with that one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
In the air to left center, Jenkins on the move, brings it in for the 3rd out. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. On now to the bottom of the 4th, all tied 1-1. Here's the left fielder.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
This one in the air, center field, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4, all tied 1-1. First and second, no outs. Liam Hicks, the next Twin up to hit. High fly ball out to center field. Cobb settles underneath it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. Safe. And the go-ahead runs at third.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with one away.
And here is Jordan Westburg.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
1-2 now. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it. Both runners tagging. In to score from third. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
One down. Sebastian Walcott. The next twin up to hit. This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out. 2 away now.
Up next for the Twins. Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, number 55.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And he lays down a bunt. Down the line, and it's foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you
swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Cobb at the plate now, and that's strike one. Gap shot should score at least 2. One runs in. A second scores as well. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. In to score from first. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. So they get 1 out. Runner at second. Walker Jenkins, the next twin up to hit. The tying run at the plate. In the air to left center. Cobb on his way over. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to third. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out. And there are 2 gone.
Was able to move the runner up to third on that deep fly to center. But I think at this point, he wants to get him over and get him in.
Cobb with some solid production in the win. Drove in 3 runs on the day.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.
Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you can put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
In the air, left field. Quan under it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Shortened a bunt and missed it. It's 0-1.
Well, these Phillies just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
He's got it. One up, one down.
Every day during batting practice.
Domingo Aguilar, the next Twin up to hit. This one in the air, center field. Cobb coming on. And that is the third out of the inning. Twins.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The Twins trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his...
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. With a forgettable showing in the loss.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They took the loss, and he might have dragged him down a little bit.
One down. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Szen Cobb. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball. Ball. That's inside.
This one in the air, center field. Jenkins moving under this one. 2 down. Man at first, one away. Into center. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So up next for Minnesota, Ha-Seong Kim. Man at second. This one in the air, center field. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. To third. Tags the runner, and it's a double play. Back in Minnesota. And now for the Twins, Sebastian Walcott. That's out to center field. And there's 1 away. So 2 down. So up next for Minnesota, Liam Hicks. And that one hammered. This one's got a chance.
Relay, hit me, relay.
Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. New inning getting started. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. On a line. Takes it in for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Twins, Stephen Kwan. There's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Jordan Westburg. Up the middle, and base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. 0 for 3 in this one.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
In the air to left center. Jenkins on the move to the alley. And there are 2 down. Cobb had a game to forget.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
Szen Cobb, the star of the show, getting ready to showcase his skills on the diamond. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Cobb steps in. He's had a lot of success against this pitcher, Singy.
Yeah, he's like a DJ with the timing booth, just mixing barrels and bad intentions every time they face off.
That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
Ball. He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. We played 2 full. It's the Phillies 1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now here's the Marlins DH, George Lombard Jr. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. This one in the air, center field. Cobb gets under it. One up, one down. Woo. So 2 down, and now the right fielder, Richie De La Rosa. 2-2. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Cobb under it. And that is that. Man at first, one away.
Ha!
Oh, 1 down. On the ground, could be 2. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
Up next for the Phillies.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Matt Wallner will hit next. Runner on the go. That's it for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can strike a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. 1 challenge remaining for them now. And that one ripped to left. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. Runner in from third to extend their lead.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we...
First and second, 1 out. Gleyber Torres stands in for the Phillies. late on that fastball. The Phils trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. There's a ball. And the throw. He's out at third. Now here is Jordan Beck. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. In the air to left center. No one can get there. It falls in. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder. Matt, runner on the move. Pitch misses inside. Throw, safe. And it's second. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Out at third. And that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jacob Berry, the next up for the Marlins. Man on second, 2 down. And that one is lifted in the air. Cobb on his way in. He's got it. And that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 5 and the Marlins 2. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Remarkable game in this one. Had a single and an RBI.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
I can't keep wasting my time, that's for sure. You like Dollar Tree and I'm more like 5 below. No, I don't want you following me, you know, like, you know. Don't need no caption, no, we live in lavish. Drip, drip, drop.
What a life. It's true that they underestimate you. My life is real.
Cobb stepping in. The numbers aren't pretty, Singy. He knows that. But this is about adjustments and redemption.
Yeah, sometimes all it takes is one good swing to turn the tide and recover emotionally. That could change everything in a rivalry like this.
Foul ball there. The 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Clark on his way over. 2 down. 1 down, runner at third. Davison De Los Santos, the next to hit. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under this one. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. The relay to the plate. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. gets him to chase after that one.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined.
So runner at second, 2 down. George Lombard Jr. getting ready to hit. Man at second. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. He's got it, and that is that. One left for Miami.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall, and that's a double.
Up next for the Phillies.
Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat pack to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
One out, runner at second. Matt Wallner stands in for the Phillies. Now a step off, and he's caught between the bases. Tag at second, and he's out trying to get back.
Looked to me like he was trying to time the pitcher's delivery, but jumped the gun just a little bit. Good job by the pitcher of not panicking, under control, deals with the situation. That's one where you see a pitcher balk sometimes.
One out, runner at second. Jordan Beck digs in now. Man at second. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And they take a 3-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
One down. Kalen Culpepper, the next up for the Marlins.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
This one in the air, center field. 2 down. Szen Cobb will hit next. 1 for 3. In there, and it's 0-1. He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. And the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. On the ground, and foul ball.
Doubled up on the slider away. Two-seamer here. Just watch and see.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Jordan Beck, the next up for the Marlins. Here's a 1-2. Out towards right center field. Cobb should have this one. 2 away. Cobb had a game to forget in the loss.
Well, Boog, this is a game he'd rather forget. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better next time out.
And King Cornelius defeated the terrible dragon and all the people.
So 2 down, and now for the Marlins, Agustin Ramirez. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. 2 outs, runner at first. Richie De La Rosa, the next up for the Marlins. 0-2 now. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Cobb in position. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And ball one. Line drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
He's trying for third. Strike in there. Throw bounces in, and he's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Jumps, but it's off his glove. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Cobb digs in. He's had this pitcher's number. Fastball off speed. It hasn't mattered, Zingy.
Yeah, you can tell he steps in with confidence. It's like he already knows the answer to the test.
Ripped on the ground to second. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Phillies, the catcher.
Now at the plate, Agustin Ramirez. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 down. Man at first, 1 away. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball.
Muncy, the runner at first with 1 gone to the inning. This one in the air, center field. Clark under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies, the catcher, number 8, Kyle.
1 down.
Up next for
Here's the
Marlins,
left fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Marcy.
And that one is lifted in the air. Cobb on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So a man at first. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Get out of town. His 11th of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 7-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Cobb had a great showing in the win.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came off. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Innovation when we pull up, think it's loud. No hesitation, we locked in, there's no way out. All dedication, winning doesn't take vacation. No space for doubt, we about to put it down. Running, take a breath, keep running. Cause your time is coming, show it out. One head to the top, keep it going, we don't stop. One head straight away, pumping like an 808. One head, do it now, it's your moment, make it count. We got one head.
Last man in this game, 터진 바람았던 날 뛰니 물럭광 모든 chain 원래 역전이 더 짜릿한 밥이지 눈을 쏠려 from the whole world 공은 던져 잡고 다 숨죽여 till the end throw yourself 0 to 100 yeah this is my home ground don't memory crowd wanted to the top goes like whoosh 떠나가기 질러 get loud like I said nigga tell my team 믿고 달려 난 still the same make a new history top of the big street one hit to the top keep it coming we don't stop one hit straight away bumping like an 808 one hit do it now it's your moment make it count one hit we got one hit
juega tu posición y representa tu país soy el jugador que se creció pero no olvida su raíz estoy pensando en toda mi gente mientras recorro la base firme pase lo que pase vamos por encima esa es la frase subo el volumen cuando llegue mi turno al bate que esto es el clásico mundial ponte ready para el desempate hay que jugar con el corazón darlo todo en el terreno esa es mi pasión con orgullo trae tus colores porque el juego ya comenzó we don't stop
one head to the top keep it going we don't stop one head straight away pumping like an 808 one head do it now it's your moment make it count one head we got one
Szen Cobb getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. And up next for St. Louis, J.J. Weatherhold. In the air out to center. Cobb has a beat on it. He makes the grab.
Batting third, the center fielder, Cedric Morrow.
First and second, 2 outs. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Cobb launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a miss at a slider. Line drive, base hit. Muncy headed home. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Looped that one in there for the knock. Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Matt Wallner now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 3-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Two outs, bases are full.
The center fielder, number 55.
Cobb went deep in his most recent game. Out towards right center field. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now score. It's a 2-run single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Quick toss to first. Cobb back on a dive. Another throw over, and they're keeping him close. And that's the second disengagement now. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. They limit the damage here. On to inning number. Man at first with one gone. Leonardo Bernal. Next up for the Cardinals. And that's a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. The throw in. And he's out easily.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewalling, it's awesome.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
No, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With two strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching.
Played pretty well in this win. Collected 3 RBIs for them.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
Numbers jumping straight up out the gym. Jumping straight up out the gym.
Girl, jump up to this. Non-stop turn on Chris. Out of his mercy. What's on the done of my
Next is switch hitting first baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Singy, when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Payoff pitch. This one in the air, center field. Cobb should have this one 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 4.
One down. Max Anderson. Next up for the Cardinals. Up the middle. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
And here's the first baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. The Phils would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the right fielder, number 4.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So up next, Szen Cobb. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
Over to first. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Phillies, the right fielder, Matt.
So Singy, a close play at first, worthy of another look with StatCast.
That was an absolute heater, and you just don't see that type of velocity coming across the diamond every day. Only the best infield arms in baseball reach 90 miles per hour, and he needed all of it to get that out. Bang, bang, play.
Up next,
here's the left fielder.
The left fielder, David.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it. Out number 2.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, number 98. Hit hard, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
That's ripped into the outfield. Great effort as he's able to haul it in, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for the Cardinals. Score remains tied. 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position. So the Philly batting order turns over. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner, 1 for 2. He's trying for 3rd. Ball outside. Throw to 3rd. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take 3rd this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
That one lifted to left on his way over. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from 3rd. Runner from 3rd in to score. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job driving that run from 3rd.
So runner at 2nd, 2 down. J.J. Weatherholt next up for the Cardinals. This one in the air center field. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Schuster goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a changeup, a 4-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. That's a base hit, and that turns the lineup over.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So back to the top of the order, and now for the Phillies, Matt Wallner. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw, safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man at 2nd. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to 3rd. Save.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal 3rd right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there, stealing 3rd base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Tosses to 1st. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Good take by Torres. Now check at 3rd. Cobb dives back in safely. 1 away with a runner at 3rd. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here. Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Pitch misses. 3-1 now. Next offering is fouled back. And a payoff pitch. On the ground right side. Cabrera takes it to the bag. That's it out. Here comes the skipper. So they turn things over to the righty, Andrew Hoffman.
Important job for him to do right now with that runner on third as they try to add on to their lead. Just needs one out to get out of it. So this is a huge matchup in this game right here.
Check swing, and he went 1-2. Runner at third, 2 away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run shot, second home run of the inning for them. And they add to the lead. It's 6-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Had a sensational showing in the win.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Yeah. Back like they never left. Yeah. Whoa. I'm getting.
Cobb steps in, facing one of the top arms in the league. Big moment, big challenge.
You know, Boog, these are the matchups that tell you what a hitter is made of. Let's see what he brings to the table right here.